Hello, and welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Kelly Ainsworth reporting from the 2016 IADC Wall Control Europe Conference in Copenhagen. I'm with Paul Sonneman of SafeKick, who gave a presentation earlier today on annular friction and wall control. How are you doing today, Paul?
I'm very well, thank you, Kelly.
And you said that historically, annular friction has been ignored in conventional wall control operations. Why is that?
Well, there are lots of reasons. Some of them have to do with our ability to both measure and calculate things many years ago when the well control techniques that we use today were being invented. And though those were valid reasons back then, we haven't really updated our practices to take advantage of new equipment and technology that's available today that gives us a much better understanding of annular friction and how it can be both constructive as well as a limitation in well control. So it's just been something we've overlooked, even though everyone's kind of been aware of it.
And how can utilizing annular friction during the process of circulating on a kick allow you to leave the choke open, and what benefits does that offer?
Well, today I made a presentation in which I was just giving a simple example based on a real case that we have recently had the opportunity to monitor as opposed to control. And in this case, it was an offshore kill that was being done. It was being done using the conventional practices that are used to mitigate known amounts of choke line friction. The example I was making today was illustrating how, rather than limiting ourselves to the choke line friction that needs to be mitigated, we can use additional choke line friction in lieu of surface back pressure applied with the choke to achieve the same bottom hole pressure goals. And it really isn't a big stretch or a big change from conventional practices, but it means opening your minds to the possibility of perhaps using higher circulation rates so that the frictions in the well itself can contribute to the pressures needed to maintain bottom hole pressure. And if you do this, as this opportunity of the case example suggested today, you can make your operation not only much faster, but much easier, because if you don't need to manipulate the choke, then the whole operation can be done without the possibility of error that is caused by choke operation. So this is, I think, a nice example of something that can take standard practice and move it forward if we open our minds to the use of techniques that are available to guys on the rig today.
And the IADC Wall Control Committee is forming a new subcommittee to look at wall control practices. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, yes, I'm actually quite excited about this because one of the purposes of my presentation today was simply to illustrate how some of our standard practices have limited our ability to take advantage of things that actually make pretty good sense. Although what I suggested is not difficult to understand, today there's really no place to vet or to review as an industry whether this practice is safe, useful, practical, and so forth. And the formation of this new IADC committee to look at well control practices and review both existing ones as well as new ones is perhaps the first good opportunity I've seen in a long time for us as an industry to come down and assess, are there options here to handle annular friction and many other things that have changed in well control over the last 30 years, to see what opportunities exist. If they do prove to be of merit, then we can see how we may be able to incorporate them in future IDC well control training or other industry training.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Paul.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.